topic also we will discuss the internal table topic. Yes. Okay. Yes. Fine. Now mm, we will go for binary search addition. Yes. This is most important topic. Yes. So, what is the meaning of binary search? So, second, what is that? recommends SAP recommends use binary search addition for each read statement. For each read statement. Yes. If okay, if we do not specify binary search, then system by default performs linear search. Linear search. So linear search or sequential search is time taking comparing with binary search. Right. If you go to the yes, the prerequisite, what you have to do is prerequisite to add binary search, okay, to perform binary search. To perform binary search is table must be arranged arranged in sorted order. So first we have to sort internal table, then use binary search addition. Binary search addition. Right. Okay. Suppose in all these cases, we only direct read statements I am using. But generally, what happens? There are 3 records. You are getting quick response. 10 records, 100 records. Also, you will get quick response. There are 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh entries, 10 lakh entries. Then at that time, because in the live production, the daily data getting added, getting accumulated. So at that time, to search a particular record in the 1 lakh entries is a lot of load on the system unnecessarily. So because what is linear search concept? Linear search goes in this way. Just like you look at this editor, you want to come to the one line. It begins with 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes this approach. This is called as linear search concept. That is linear search is line by line checking. It will, if the match found record is there in at 5,000 suppose, so it will start from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 till 5,000. That is time waste. So how in these cases, how do you speed up is the question. For that reason only, you have to go for sort first. So sort is a keyword. Sort internal table by listener, by key field, because when we go for sort, by addition is required. Then after, you have to use the read statement. First you perform the sort, then go for read statement. This is the kind of The success case we will take it. Read, sorry, paste, then. Okay. Oh, you can go for binary search addition. Binary search is a keyword. So this is one of the example of binary search. Right. So sort then perform this. What happens? Because first let us see the result. But since there are three records, you don't find the time above and below. You will get the same equal feeling. But internally, it will, in fact, this will speed up the entry. I told you number of times. Once again, if you want to go for formally, yes, this is the in table. Okay, you consider there is a table with 1,000 records. Yes, this is your I tab internal table with 1,000 records. Yes, 1,000 records means it will go up to so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and so on. We will go up to 1,000 entries. Right? This is the way. Right. So what is how does this suppose we want to go to there is a record in read statement read with the key some our composition key composition matching record is there at 800 suppose. So it should cross linear structure should takes time. It will begin from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each thing comparison it will take a lot of time to reach to this matching record. That's why in case of read statement, binary search is recommended by SAP only. How does binary search works? At least one time. So this is your overall entries, correct? From here to till here, these are all the overall entries. But among that, it will divide the available records into half and half. What is half? First 500. This is we are going with first 500 entries, correct? This is first 500. This is second 500. So ignore that is 1,000 is classified as 2. It goes to midpoint first. This is the midpoint. So this is your in 500. Again, it will divide the available records into first 250 and the second 250 like this. So this is the midpoint. So available record is there in the first half suppose. It will ignore the second half. It will divide these records into first 125, second 125. It goes to the midpoint like this. In 125, it will divide into 63, 63, 62, 62 like that. It will go to midpoint, then midpoint, then midpoint, then it will go to the exactly match point record. See, how does binary search speed up? Because binary means half. By dividing available records into half and by ignoring the one of the half, either first half or second half. If the available record exists at the first half, ignore second half, or available record in the second half, ignore the first half. It will go. So that means half of the load is reduced. Quick, quick, quick. It will go to the required point quickly, faster. This is there in the data structures topic. It is not related to this search criteria. Search strategy is very faster in case of binary search. That's why SAP recommends for read statement with binary search addition. Clear? This is how binary search works. Okay. So you are more clear with how do you work with index, how do you work with key, with table key, and binary search addition also. Right. Okay. Binary search addition is this. Yes. So what is prerequisite? Prerequisite is you have to arrange the internal table in a sorted order first. Okay, first because these are all duplicates are there. By advantage of sorting is duplicates comes to adjacent. Okay, if at all anything is there. So later you can use binary search so that it will speed up. Don't go with a without sort. Don't do binary search. So this is very important topic. So binary search. This is true first. This is your sorry. This result is true. Okay, because sorted it found the record quickly, faster, immediate. The reason is binary search keyword advantage. Okay. Yes. So you can see here read keyword, table keyword, into keyword, with key keyword. Binary search is also a keyword. Okay. Yes. Next, sometimes, sometimes what happened is that like we don't want to go for, uh, we don't want to move the data into internal table, then we can use read with read statement can be used with no transporting fields. Statement can be used, can also be used as transporting no fields. Transporting no fields. Yes. Can also be used with addition, with no transporting fields addition. So, what is the use? What is the purpose of this? In general, what happens? Read statement. Hmm, read statement copies the mm, entry information from internal table to target work area, right? But when we use no transport fields, okay, transporting no fields result, okay, no value copied, no entry copied, values copied from internal table to work area. That is, so what happens? It is it is helpful or useful without moving, because see we are using two words, moving and copying. Because if you go for in Windows, when you say Control X and Control V, at that time it will say that moving data. Moving means source become empty, target only will be copied. When you say Control C and Control V, copy paste, at that time the title, if you observe, the content is moving from source to target. Moving means source also exists, target will be created. Okay, so this is without copying data, not moving data. So copies, okay, not moving, copying data. Yes, this is, we will see one time, one example for this. Like I'm going to comment everything quickly because these are all, you have to test it as individually independent. Okay, so let us take this example again. Read statement, read statement, okay, uncommented. So now Now transporting no fields. Transporting only listener. Transport transporting does not fill the output. The addition does not require work area here. It doesn't work. The addition doesn't work here. So if you execute, what happens? Transporting no fields is how we, because I very rarely use this thing. So we'll go to here. Uh, Only we'll try to separate this approach. Okay. Only read with the transport. Yes. What happened with the key or index is required. So now, okay, just index 2, index 3, right, done, over. So this is one of the example for, so if we have basic strong, quickly we can solve these issues. So that is, what did you find here? You have to know the difference between above and below things, right? Okay, you without, because I want to know the third index record found or not, record not found. Yes, at that time, you have to know two things. Yes, we have to write record found, but value is not there to write in work area. See, record found, it is transporting no fields. Really, very rarely used this. Why this is the printing? Why it is printing also? I can tell you in 1 second. We want to test it in a correct approach. 1 second. Yes, this is the right approach. Yes. This is what values are not there. Because earlier it was printing this value because the above loop result last record was there, that was printing. So if you go with clear statement purpose and all, I will tell you later. So this is the best practice to use it. So first, whatever the existing, see, I can take it to debugger, test, go to debugger. Okay. Otherwise, we will debug from the beginning so that you will come to know exactly what is happening there. Because everything you have to know very clearly. So go to execute it. Test. Yes, in debug mode, we will test it. If you want to go to debug mode, this is the approach. So, yeah, first internal table is this. Okay, after select query, you will get 3 records. Then, so what happened in internal table, if you just listener, land one, name one is empty as such. But when it comes to first record information is there at work area. Second iteration, it is replaced by, sorry, second record. Next, so what happens? Third field, third index, third record is there. So work area advantage come limitation. It is holding, it is retaining the last record, last process it record. 1 all zeros 2 etc. U line. So when it comes to this is a normal write statement. So what happens at that time? Whether what happens, this record is success, that is it goes to else, record found is writing, but this value it was printing. It is now also, if you write, it will print. But when we use clear statement clears the existing value. Yes, it is cleared, removed the value. So now if you test, you will get exact result. Read table with transporting fields. So transporting result, what happened? Transporting no fields. Okay, yes. Subarc is 0 only. Size subarc is 0 only. But without moving, work area is empty as such. So it is only printing. Yes, nothing is there to print in the work area. That's why it is not printing. Okay, transporting can be added with okay, yes. You just go to one way is transporting no fields. Second is you can go to execute it. Transporting transporting only one field. That is only listener land one. That is transporting forward by only I want to move. I want to okay. Transporting with the field what is the error? Okay, into work area is required then because when we add this is your into WA. What is that? WA into LFA. This is the difference. So now you will get only two values. This is the difference. So if you see here it is specifying work area is optional. Okay, these are all variations. Specifying work area is optional, but if you want to transport particular key fields, you can go for yes. Same thing, same approach if you want to go for with the key based also with the key without work area with key operation. You want to move this. This is about your overall read related discussion. We are concluding this by read also uses comparing addition also. So I am going to yesterday this operation already explained. Yes. What is the loop versus read already explained. Yes, this is your yes. Read by index loop at where loop at from and to from index to index read table with index. That is index based reading. Key based means key is allowed. Key are with table key. So suppose if you look at with table key, char ID, con ID, FL date. These three are given here with the table key. Yes. Loop at directly see the difference between read statement versus loop statement. Like read statement with the table key. If this key combination record found, it will start from beginning 1, 2, 3, 4. Found at least if it is found, then subars become 0, you will get the result. If it is not found, search will continue till last record. When it found, search will stop because result is 1. Loop result is not like that. When carried LH means it will continue till last record. That is, it will search will go with all the records. In all the available records, wherever this condition matching record is there, okay, where is condition matching record? This is key combination record. Yes, condition matching record can be one or none or more. All the records you will get it. So you have to know the difference. Loop and loop result can be one or more entries, but read result is always single entry. This is the difference. Go back to the basic again. Yes. So if you want to go for this picture, I want to go for key based. Suppose I want to go for index 1, you will get this AA0017. But same record, same entry, I want to read by combination. Yes. So how do you read key combination? Read a table I tab into work area with key. With key, char ID equals to AA. This way you can read it. Or else second key you want to specify con ID equals to 0017. So key can be specified like that. Third key you want to specify distance equals to 2.72. Yes. But generally distance is a non-key field, non-character. Non-key field under non-character means this is not a non-numeric value. Sorry, non-character. This is not a character. It is numeric value, right? Yes. So this is the way you can work with uh, keys through. We can work. So final conclusion. You want to read this. You have to specify carried equals to LH, carried equals to 0400. This approach is important. So we are going back to, yes, this is your processing of internal table, internal table topic. Yes. So just try to understand this internal table related theory. Yes. Where mm, after loops and all, we have started with processing large volume of data. Yes, this is internal table and extract. So the extracts are both are dynamic sequential data sets only, but the difference is each line is having same structure in iTab, but in extract each line is having different structures. That is the main reason. That's why we are not using extracts. Okay. Yes. This is your internal table topic. Whatever being discussed, everything is there. You know, line type, key type differences, table type, standard, sorted, hashed, and all. So there is a one concept called generic and specific. But generic I don't want to discuss now. We are only going with the specific table type, standard, index, sorted, index, and hashed. Generic things, okay, we'll talk later. Yes. So this is any table is generic. Index table is generic. But we are not going to generic, we are going to the specific. Fully specified means more specific. Standard sorted hashed is specific. So you can go to fully specified table. Yes. Okay. You can go with, yes, line type and key type. Memory management, we will talk. These are all the examples. Right. If you, because our topic is only how to declare variation syntaxes and all. Before 3.0, how to declare syntaxes. Light is the what is the old syntax, new syntax with header line, all those stuff. Finally, at the end of this topic, if I revise it, then only you will understand. Processing internal table, operations on internal table, because operations are two types. That is, first each operation syntaxes you have to know that on entries or individual lines. If it is individual lines, you need a kind of index because index result you will get single record. But with the key result, you may expect expect here. Yes, yeah, entries. How do you work with several entries? See, operations on entire. Entire means all internal tables. Okay. So now, how do you assign value, initialize value, compare value, sort value? Internal tables as a interface parameters. These are all separate topic. We will discuss as a separate so that you will understand these the impact of all these things. Comparison of internal table. But prior to that, yes, we have to go for hmm, like how do you work with index based operations as well as key-based operations. That is more important. Operations on internal tables, access methods. Access methods are using work area or using field symbol. That is internal table too. You can read it into work area and do the changes. Similar operation you can do it using field symbols also. That is table symbol remains same. Only work area through you can read and write and change it. Same operation you can do it by using field symbols also. But what is this bidirectional arrow represents that you can read internal table entry into field symbol, perform change or modify here, then result you can send back to the internal table. Right. Now we are going to all table types. How do you do that? Are only index table. All table types means standard sorted hashed. Operations on only index table means only standard and index. So first we are going to, yes, this is operations on all table types. Yes, all table types means you can go with how do you insert lines, read lines, change lines, delete lines, you have to see. But we are focusing on 289, 287 page. Yes, 287 insert and all we will work with later. Insert operation, append operation, we just separate. But our purpose is read because this is your current topic read. So read space table space internal table key and result. Tabix through you can check size Habasi and site tabix two system fields you can use it here. So specifying search key read table itab into work area result. Result key 1, key 2, key 3, key n, fn result. So you can go with this way. Like suppose standard index internal table uses linear search. Okay. Sorted uses binary search. Sorry. Hashed uses hash algorithm. Okay. Independent of the number of entries. That is irrespective of regardless of the number of entries. It could be 10 records, 100 records, 1000 records, 1 lakh records. The response time is common or constant. That doesn't depend on the number of rows or records in the item. So going to the different search keys. Read table with the key. Read table with the key. Yes. So this is already yes specified because it is very important topic. That's why I'm emphasizing more, trying to give much more clarity on this particular case. So read table itab with key into comparing. So I shown you transporting addition. Transporting is transporting field 1, field 2, transporting all fields. Transporting all fields is by default. You no need to write transporting all fields. Transporting field 1, field 2, you can write. Yes. Transporting no fields. Without moving, you can check whether this record found or not. At that time, you can go for without moving. Okay. Comparing fields. Comparing, yes, you have to understand these square brackets are all optional additions. Comparing is optional, transporting is optional. So I have not given comparing example. You can, because it will compare field 1, field 2, compare it. If comparison is true, then read statement is true. Comparison fail, it doesn't. Okay, yes, you can use this. Explanation is given here. Yes, okay. So before moving, it will compare. Before copying it, it will check the transporting case. Okay. Yes. Coming to yes, you can do it in using field symbol topic is something different. We will go in a different a topic later because that we don't want now. Yes, field changing is our next topic. Changing can be done by using modify, addition, deleting. Delete syntax we'll study later. They will delete several syntaxes. But now read with key is over. Yes, loop. Loop and loop is also over. That's why you can check this also. Okay. Yes. Loop and loop. Yes. So loop and loop between site tabs, if you check, it will auto increase record by record. That's why site tabs result you will get it. In case of hashed table, site tabs is always zero. This is a special note because site tabs provides index of the record, but there is no index in the hash table. Obviously, site tabs result is zero. Okay. Yes, loop can be nested. I already told you. Yes, specifying extra option into work area using field symbols through. Yes, here transporting no fields addition can use it at loop also, where also, index also. There is a topic called control level processing. We'll discuss as a separate topic. That is also the topic also related to internal table only, control level processing. Now we are going to the operations on index table. So we have to go to append, insert, read, binary search, find, change, delete, and all. So now append, read, append and insert. Then we will go for this inserting single line or inserting several lines. Then after you can go for read with index. Read table I tab with the I tab, but into is required here. Index index number. This is the read table with index, right? So here read table binary search addition. Read table here again key also came into picture, one key or n key. So you can add binary search addition. Okay, when you fetch this one binary search, you okay, it searches quickly, and you have to start first, then use binary search. Example is given here. Start, then use read with binary search addition. Okay, so this is about your overall read statement is over now. So this is called as in and out explore, complete explore. Okay, this approach is expected because very important. And the field symbols we'll discuss as a separate. Read with field symbols and all. How does it work? Okay, done. So almost till now, internal table point of view, we have done with only two operations, out of which three completed. Select, but select is not an internal table operation. Select always work on database table, but target will be on iTab. Correct? Then now I am moving to the second topic that is called as append. So I'm writing, giving us some space only here in the notepad. So what is the append operation? So append statement is used to add records to internal table. Yes. If the internal table is empty, if the internal table is empty, append statement Append statement adds the record at first index position because it is empty, right? In general, append statement it does what? Append statement add adds the new record, okay, at the last or at the end, at the end. Yes. So then, what is the advantage of append is append statement is it does not interrupt tu turupt no interrupt check the spelling interrupt does not interrupt the existing records index, okay, existing records index number. So that means suppose index does what? Without interrupting existing entry, simply it is adding at the row, at the last, at the end is called as append purpose. So now, first of all, syntax of append. Syntax of append is append space work area space to space internal table. So, right, append can be done. Each append statement adds only one record to I tab. Yes. Okay. Next, what is the meaning of that? How do you work with that? Since okay, append operation can be carried out, or can be performed work area using work area. So what we have to do is first, since means because of the append operation can be done through work area. First, fill we have to fill work area content first. Work area content first, then later means next. First next use append operation. Okay, because so for example, okay, append is recommended to add our own data to I tab as additional records, additional entries. This is about your append scenario. Yes, appendix. Okay, that is in dictionary or any kind of books. Always last moment before publication, they want to add something, they'll go at the last appendix. After append, that will be the last page. Okay, after that you should not write general information again. Okay, append is always at the end, at the last, at the bottom. Okay, we will go for this practicals. Okay, for that I need to open this uh, two records we will see now. First of all, There is a internal table. There is a internal table as employee, number, name, address. Then how do you fill these records? How do you fill this record? Obviously, okay, because there is no question of select here. The reason is this is our own internal table. You cannot fetch its data from the database, isn't it? So obviously we have to go for fill by your own data. So if you want to add your own data, then use append or insert statement. So first of all, okay, like how do you do that? Okay, because here that is not mentioned here directly. I just mentioned that okay. Suppose there are three entries are there. Why these three entries came into how does this three entries came into internal table is this. See, first of all, there is a program. Program looks like this. The program is first we have to add work area EMP hyphen number equals to 10, right? Yes. Work area employee hyphen name equals to Ravi. Yes. Work area EMP hyphen address equals to USA. Correct? Then, so you are filling work area first. After that, perform append operation. Append is a keyword. Append followed by work area first, and work area followed by 2, 2 followed by I tab. Internal table name. That's it. This is the append case. Right. So what is the meaning of that is first this 10. So what happens as a result? This 10 comes to here 10 Ravi. Yes, that is it comes to Ravi here USA. USA value comes here. So currently work area is filled with 10 Ravi US. Then append. When system read append statement, append work area to I tab. This 10 record is simply adding to the I tab. Because earlier I tab is empty, suppose. Empty, what happens? It will add at the first index position. But if the current statement, suppose, already having our three records, still if I do append, it simply add at the fourth index position. But the record is 10 review only. Duplicate entry, no problem. But that is different. What is the impact of append is, append statement does not interrupt the existing records or record index or something, simply without interrupting existing entries, simply adding at the last or end. If you go to the another record append, so but you cannot do direct append to I tab is wrong. Append operation always done through work area through only. So you maybe get a question, sir, while appending, do I need to fill all the values? That is up to you. If you don't fill address, then which value system holds here? That is simple. Initial value. Initial value depends on the data type. If it is character blank, other than character, it is hmm, a zeros. Correct? We know that. This is your append operation result. So you can do appending entries one time, two times, the number of records, but each append statement, because it is not in a loop, you have to do it as one after another, one by one. So if I go back to my program, because already I have done this append operation, but at that time I have not explained to you. Correct? I did not explain the append operation. There's some technical issue at server might be. Okay. So because we want to go with yes. Yes. Okay. Right. Let's go for first. I think so. Back we will consider internal table one. That program is there. Yes. Without header line only. Here, I guess I used where was the append internal table first. Here, I already used append syntax, but actually now I am introducing to you. So we will go into debugger, then only I will give clear explanation. See, the result is 10, 20, 30 Ravi Kiran Reddy records, but go to execute debugging. Debugger, go to desktop 3, type iTab into work area, number, name and address. See, number, name and address are empty as such, correct? So now, first step, like you have to see iTab is 0 into 3. What is the meaning of 0? 0 means 0 records, but 3 columns are there, correct? Now, if you go to here, even by default, internal table is empty as such, but it is declared. System is considering. If I type ITEMP1, immediately it says that invalid internal table. This way. That is, whatever is declared, this then only system considering. A table, blank table with the initial memory through it is created. Yes. Now it is ready to hold the rows. First, work area here I am giving number as 0, namespace, add space, address space. So 10 Ravi USA, append, work area to item. Now you have to say 1 into 3. What is 1? 1 is record 1. You have to observe when the first record came, index came automatically. I have not given this index because this is a standard index internal table. That is the reason it will automatically maintains implicit index by default. Index auto increment without our control. So if you go to the second record, work area is replacing 10 by 20, Ravi by Kiran, USA by UK, again append. Okay, again append. So, yes, append statement does what? Like it is adding the second, yes, it is already added. So now you can see here, it is added at a second index position, appropriate value. We are very much clear that work area is overwriting every time, but iTab is not overlapping, overwriting, it is holding, right? Next, here move or equals to, this is the record, third record, append again. Now, as of now, 3 records are there, correct? Point of view. If you print 3 records, you want to print 3 records, you have to use loop only. So loop 3 times it will print the result. Or loop out, right? Then after that, There is a one small uh, addition. So use clear statement. Yes, it is always it is always good practice. Good practice means best practice. Practice to clear work area content. Okay, after each append statement. Each append statement. That is, I am introducing standards, best practices also. Yes. The result, what happens? The existing work area content work area content gets cleared, gets removed. So again, work area can be used can be used to fill new entry or new record. It's the purpose of append followed by clear statement. So if you come back here, yes, append statement. After append, clear, clear space work area. Each append clear. Append followed by clear. People do clear at a different purpose, different reasons. But after immediately, see, I can take it to quickly. Clear space work area. Right. So now we will go for debugging once quickly. What is the impact of clear? Because we will have a separate topic quickly because append followed by clear is very important. Yes, due to okay, see work area is filled with empty. Empty means initial values by default, correct? But 10 employee number or Ravi record is there. After append, it is still holding. Internal, it is holding. Append done. After append, once it is written to the internal table, it is there in the internal table. Even though you clear from work area also, nothing will happen. We are holding that entry at iTab level. You can read it back. So as a best practice, clear this. Clear means resetting back to its initial value. Yes. 10 replaced by 0, Ravi and USA replaced by blank or space. Now again 20. So it act like a individually we are handling. Append to iTab. Yes, iTab is there. Second index record. We don't want work area now. It is good practice to clear work area. Again move the third record. Append, after append you have to clear because append success. Generally, say subars check we don't do it. Okay, this is the way you can check append statement. So it's very simple, easy to understand it. But append is with our own data through I explained append statement. Right. But what about my current program? My current program is internal tables too. I already fetched 3 records from the database. 3 records, 10 records. Can I use append here? Yes, you can also use append here. So now, first of all, if you want to explore these things, you have to demo this. Sorry, comment everything. Be careful, you have to comment everything. So exploring after read operation also we have to comment because that is not required. This is not required. Correct? So first we'll comment it, then copy this. Copy, come back to bottom here. you can add append here. So exploring append operation. Okay, just 2 minutes will end this. Yes, exploring append operation in color 3. Right. So I want to add record. There are 3 records are already there, correct? But I want to add one more record. So one more record you can add this way. What is that? Like first you have to fill the work area. First, fill work area first. Work area underscore LFA1 hyphen listener LIFNR equals 2. I'm going to add 0 some 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, 9 10. Okay, suppose you can go with some 5. Okay, this way. I think so. 7 8 in then. Okay. Work area listener. Work area LFA1 hyphen. Name what next? Land 1 equals to India only I'm giving, or you can give some other name also. Work area LFA1 hyphen name 1 equals to. Can go with uh, some names. Append work area LFA1 to item. ITLFA. Right. This is the syntax. Right. Wantedly, I did not give that. You want to check the result, you need entire loop because that is important. If you want to check the result, you require entire loop, then only you can find the above below result. Because I don't want to type again and just saving my time. So this also you can remove it. Yes, I will just go with yes. Subarchi check is not required. If condition I am removing inside. Yes, where condition I am removing here. So done. I am back to number. So simply loop at where loop at right and end loop. This is the basic. Because but this is after append. So the 1 2 3 from SAP, fourth one I added successfully. So this is the problem. We will see remaining discussion tomorrow with append insert and further in the next upcoming topic. Okay. Thank you. Because okay, thanks. We'll end here. Okay, cool.